everybody. I am coming to you from the second studio set that we built in our basement to give you a health update. And I hope you don't mind, it's not finished yet, but so many of you have been so encouraging, and I know you all have been praying for me, and several people have asked how things are going, and we just got some good news that I wanted to share, so I figured this was a good time for me to do a quick update for all of you. As many of you know, right before Christmas last year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which was a huge shock because there's no family history or anything. But thankfully, it was stage 1. And so we pursued 3 phases of treatment for my situation. The first was in February, where I had the lumpectomy to get it out of me. The second phase was radiation, and I did 4 weeks of radiation. I had no idea that you have to go in every day for radiation. Those of you who've been on this journey know that, but that was a shock for me. Thankfully, it was only 4 weeks. A lot of people have it a lot more extensively than that. And that started in March. My body did not like radiation. And so that's been one of the things that has kept me from updating everybody, is that I was just trying to survive there for a couple of months. There were a lot of side effects that don't normally happen, but it just was basically my body just didn't like it very much. And so I had to, unfortunately, cancel a couple of speaking engagements, postpone others, which I hate doing, but everybody was so kind about encouraging me to take care of the health situation first and foremost, which I know was needed. So we got through that, and finally in June started to get my energy back, started to feel more myself. A lot of the side effects started finally to go away. And so since June, what we have been doing is phase 3 of the treatment, which is you can get it out of you and you can do radiation to kind of kill the cells that are still there. But if you don't do something to address what's going on underneath that's causing the cancer to arise and begin with, it can just come back. And so phase 3 is, okay, how do we stop what was fueling the cancer to begin with? And so like a lot of women, not all, but like a lot of women with breast cancer, my cancer is fueled by estrogen and progesterone. And so starting about 2 months ago, I started taking a daily pill that I have to take every day for at least 5 years to try to block estrogen from coming in to fuel that cancer. Now, those of you who are women listening to this, especially women of a certain age, will kind of get that having an estrogen blocker has some side effects. And so we've been dealing with all of that, and hopefully we're on a good trajectory, but it's a trade-off. This is one of those things where there's a certain chance of having cancer come back, and it's cut in half if I take this medicine. And so my husband and my kids are like, yes, please take this medicine. So we're working through that, and so far, so good. And last week was a big deal because my oncologist did the blood test that she does to check for, I guess, markers of cancer in the bloodstream, and everything was clear. It was all negative. Woohoo! We're all very excited about that. So I wanted to share that with you. Now, I did discover that there is going to be still some more disruption for the next few months. I was hoping to be done with all the doctor's visits and stuff for a while, but there was more radiation damage to kind of the upper right quadrant of my body, not just front, but back, because radiation goes through, the beam goes through and can damage the tissues in the back under the shoulder blade as well. And so there's some tissue damage there, but I'm doing rehab every week, sometimes every couple weeks, depending on what's going on, to try to address that tissue damage and get rid of some of the fibrotic tissue that has built up, because there's been a lot of it apparently. So that's not all that fun, but I'm very grateful that there are people here in the Atlanta area where we live who can bring their skill set to bear to try to address that. So that's good news. So all in all, I know that things are going just amazingly well, and I know it's because of God's mercy and you guys praying for me. So I wanted to say thank you, especially because the next few weeks are going to be incredibly intense and busy. We are going to be presenting at the every 2-year American Association of Christian Counselors World Conference for somewhere around 6,000 or 7,000 Christian counselors and therapists. And we're going to be sharing our new research. We're bringing several members of the team down, Jeff and I, and our co-author on the next book. And we're going to have a very busy week. And so that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And I have my energy back, and I'm looking forward to that. And I know that that's just because of God's mercy and because He has heard your prayers. So thank you, guys. Just wanted to give you an update. The next update will probably be the next set of scans is going to be October. So we're expecting a good report then, but we will keep you updated. And thank you, guys.